Hi, I'm online shopping. My obsession has been for years Vici. Do you guys know Vici? Vici collection. That's random, but I'm obsessed. And I have a gift card, and they always have deals. So this is just like a little side note. They always have, use summer 40, new 30, whatever. So if you're looking for new dresses or cute tops for the summer, this is the move. But that's not why I'm here. What I'm here for is because last night was a little wild in the creator to creator space on the Tickety Talk versus Instagram in the Blake Lively subpoena gate. You guys know what I'm talking about? If you don't, maybe you're lucky. But on Friday, was it Thursday? Thursday, Blake Lively and her lawyers served 16 YouTube creators, mostly YouTube, some very small creators. One of them has less than 300 subscribers. Subpoenas via Google. I am not one of them. I have not received a subpoena. And these subpoenas are wild. They're overreaching, I believe. They're asking for really, really specific, detailed information, including bank information. I can go more detailed into it on my show tomorrow, but if you haven't heard about it, it's pretty crazy and scary as a YouTube creator that just has an opinion. What Blake Lively's team is trying to discover is essentially, are these creators on some sort of a payroll? Were they hired by Justin Baldoni's team to smear Blake Lively? Were they part of the smear campaign? And some of these creators, my friends that were subpoenaed, never talked about Blake Lively or Justin Baldoni or any of this until well after the lawsuit started. So it doesn't connect. Justin Baldoni was sued by Blake Lively, or the CRD complaint happened in December of 2024, and then when Justin Baldoni went back and sued New York Times and Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds and all of that in January, that's when a lot of these creators started talking. So none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense, because if you actually wanted to go back to that original smear campaign that would have happened July, August, September, October, November, to that actual CRD complaint in December, that would make sense. Go back then and look at all those creators that were talking badly, I believe, organically about Blake Lively's behavior, or maybe her clothing, or maybe the way she promoted the movie, etc. That's neither here nor there. It's a shitty situation for a lot of creators right now who are financially anxious. They have to now hire counsel to file a motion to quash, meaning say, no, Blake Lively, you are not allowed to get my bank information. Literally, they want bank information to have access to their financials. It's a crazy, some of these people are not even monetized. We just found out this morning that one of the 16 creators, it's not a public list of the creators. You have to want to say it out loud for yourself. You want to publicize it. But one of the creators is an astrologist. She posts astrology videos. She has 294 subscribers on YouTube. 294 subscribers. It's really strange. Really strange. Now, last night there was a big back and forth between a very popular lawyer that speaks about that whole situation here on TikTok. Her name is not actually Golden. That's her username here on TikTok. And she's an attorney that breaks down the legal updates in the case. She's been doing this for months. And what she does is because there's so many legal updates, there's constant legal filings that are so confusing for anyone like me that doesn't speak legalese. I'm just a pop culture reporter. I literally just like talking about the celebrity aspect and the culture of it and the, entertainment side of it. And I like talking about the trial and, the court cases. Like I like talking about Karen Reed and everything like that. So the legal filings go right over my head. So I like watching Not Actually Golden's videos, because she will take a filing and say, hey, this is what this means. She doesn't really tend to take a side, Baldoni versus Lively. And she spoke about it yesterday, and she actually gave me a lot of confidence that these subpoenas feel like a little bit of an infringement on free speech. Because a lot of these creators, all they did was say, we don't like the way that Blake Lively is acting. You know, her behavior doesn't make us feel good. And now they're getting subpoenaed because they have an opinion. Which, if you're a creator here on this app, you should feel a little bit concerned about that. That is what our world is made of right now. We are all opinionated. That's all we do here. We share our opinions on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter, on X, on Threads. Like, that's what we do. We're allowed to share our opinion. We're not injuring anyone. We're not we're not doxing anyone. And this is what this is about. So Not Actually Golden is an anonymous creator by choice. Obviously, we see her face, but she is choosing to not share personal details. She's an attorney. She's a lawyer. She speaks about that, but we don't know where she lives. We don't know what she does specifically, and she does that by choice. She's a mother. All we know about her is that she's got a really amazing closet. She has a dog that she speaks about, and we know that she's married. We don't know her husband's name. We know that she has kids that play baseball. Like, I don't know all the details, and she likes it that way, and I respect that. I share more about my personal life. You can find my name. That's a choice. People don't share that by choice, and they should be allowed that privacy. She can take her career to a whole different level and become a law tuber if she chooses. She doesn't want to, and that we have to respect that as a private person. Another creator on Instagram chose last night to dox her publicly, or attempt to dox her publicly, because they didn't like one sentence that they said about her. And it bothers me so much for Not Actually Golden. Not Actually Golden, this creator, just wanted to talk about the subpoenas. And I just feel so upset that this was taken to this level. I just can't believe that when all you're trying to do is share helpful tips for creators and for people that are just trying to follow a case, and your livelihood could be put in the balance of, or just in danger zone. Like, she has kids. She doesn't want her kids' identity out there. And the fact that another creator who's offended by one thing that was said can put it out there publicly and start trying to dox in comments about where she works and who she works for and da-da-da-da-da. It is so incredibly not okay. The one thing I find so dangerous is doxing by choice. Like, if you choose not to tell people where you are, Blake Lively's chaos, the chaos that this case has created, internal chaos, Blake Lively's stands versus the people that are not Blake Lively fans, the clashes there, everything. It's just chaotic. It's dirty. It's chaotic. I get called all the names in the books just because I don't stand Blake Lively. Officially, I'm a misogynist just because I am not 100% Blake Lively's fan, because I don't believe her in everything that she does. I'm a misogynist. Like, point blank, I hate women. That's how it works. It's the whole thing is just so dirty. Hate it. Anyway, I stand with Not Actually Golden on this one. I find it horrible what was done over there.